Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on the value of patient testimonials in healthcare. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that we will be answering questions at the end of the presentation, so feel free to submit any questions at any point in the chat or Q&A section throughout this presentation. Even if you can't make it until the very end, just submit your questions and we'll make sure that someone reaches out to you with an answer. But with that out of the way, let's get started. My name is Oliver Blanco, and I'll be today's speaker. I'm an experienced marketer here at Repugen, which is a healthcare reputation management platform that assists healthcare providers in improving their online reviews, patient acquisition, retention, and engagement. In this webinar, we'll be discussing what is a patient testimonial, why are patient testimonials so important, the difference between patient reviews and patient testimonials, how to ask for testimonials from patients, and where to use testimonials for your benefit. So to begin, let's define exactly what is a patient testimonial. As the name suggests, patient testimonials are honest endorsements of health services written by patients. They can include information about a patient's overall experience, how your services were helpful for them, and statements testifying to the healthcare provider's character or qualifications. They are firsthand testimonies from patients that can greatly help prospective patients feel confident about scheduling an appointment with you. It's actually one of the oldest techniques to get new clients through the door of your practice. Patient testimonials prove the value and benefits of patient care options and are a heavily used source of information for those looking for a new medical practice, doctor, hospital, medical device, and anything else in the healthcare industry. To give you some ideas on how you can utilize testimonials on your website, here are a couple of examples. Both Cleveland Clinic and Johns Hopkins display their testimonials on a dedicated page for their patients to see. However, you can add testimonials honestly anywhere on your website just to instill trust with your patients. As you can see with Cleveland Clinic, they turn their testimonials into in-depth, heartfelt, and detailed stories that expand when you click on them. On the other side, Johns Hopkins, they utilize short and sweet story-style testimonials. But either way, both of these options are stellar ways to display patient testimonials on your website. So, since we've discussed patient testimonials and how some very reputable organizations are utilizing them to show other prospective patients about their care and treatment, now let's go more in depth on why testimonials are important for doctors and medical organizations of all sizes. According to a research done by Wise Owl, 9 out of 10 people say that they trust what a customer says about a business more than what the business says about itself. In fact, the survey findings from this research reported that the findings on the screen right now. For example, 37% of patients believe testimonial videos are effective because they're more authentic than a business's own pitch. Additionally, 42% of people believe testimonial videos are effective because they showcase an actual person and help the viewer understand their story. And as you can see, the story goes on if you continue to skim through all of the stats laid out on this page. But what does this all mean? Basically, customers trust other customers. Patients trust their peers more than the crafted marketing messages of healthcare organizations. That's why it is so important to have powerful testimonials that honestly promote your brand. Your testimonials can include impactful and positive quotes from consumers, a photo of the person who provided the testimonial, or even a video of the person relating their experience. These techniques overall make your potential customers feel as though they can trust you and your company. So now that we've seen data that states the importance of testimonials. Let's go over more reasons as to why patient testimonials are crucial. Firstly, patient testimonials are a form of social proof. They are a way for you to say to your potential patients, don't take my word for it. Look at what our patients are saying about us. Secondly, they humanize your healthcare practice or your healthcare brand. We all love a good story. Our curiosity and empathy towards other human beings is just ingrained in our psyches. Testimonials provide stories that patients can relate to, connect with, and better understand the benefits of the services before them. Thirdly, testimonials can help in increasing patient acquisition and improving patient retention. Patients who interact with online testimonials from other patients are more likely to convert and stay with your practice. And lastly, testimonials can show a patient's journey of care and treatment. A brilliant testimonial can illustrate how you were able to solve a recurring challenge for your patients. And better yet, it can do it much quicker compared to a brochure or some type of press release that you post. Overall, it's important to remember that each patient is unique and your testimonials should speak to each of your patient personas. Every testimonial should highlight different types of people using your products or services in ways specific to their needs. This is because prospective patients want to know how people similar to themselves feel about your services. But now that we got that out of the way, let's answer the next question. How are testimonials different from, say, an online review? Basically, here's a breakdown to explain it. Starting off with patient reviews on the left-hand side of the screen. Basically, patient reviews are a written description of a patient's experience with a physician or practice. Typically, they're shorter than a testimonial. Additionally, they're oftentimes left by a third party, such as Google or Yelp, Healthgrades, Facebook, you name it. Thirdly, online reviews are usually featured on another website or with another service, but can also be shared in promotional material. And then lastly, online reviews are usually in a written format and oftentimes with a star rating. On the other side of things, patient testimonials are a description of a patient's experience with a physician or practice, typically longer and more detailed than a standard online review. Additionally, they are usually provided directly to the healthcare company in the form of, say, feedback. They can also be used on the website, so any of the company's social media platforms, brochures, and any other promotional material. And patient testimonials can also be written down or even used in a video. Now that we've discussed the positive impact a great patient testimonial can have on your business, you may be wondering, how can you get testimonials from your patients? So here are some ways that can help your practice receive strong testimonials from your patients. Firstly, you just want to ask your patients for testimonials as soon as possible after their appointment. Basically, it's best to ask patients as soon as possible since you want the information they give in their testimonial to be fresh, accurate, and as specific as possible. You can ask patients to leave you a testimonial in person or through text, email, or even just by regular snail mail. But in the end, at the end of the day, the best thing to do is just ask your patients for a testimonial. Secondly, you want to follow up and ask again if patients don't respond to your initial outreach. If you ask for a testimonial and don't get one, just wait a couple days and try asking them again. Sending a friendly follow-up email asking if they would like to share their experience could be the missing link in reminding happy patients about leaving a testimonial. Next, you just want to make it easy for your patients to leave testimonials for your practice. Basically, you want to let your patients know exactly how they can leave you a testimonial, whether it's written or in a video format. Just by providing some guidelines on what they should include in their testimonial, and patients will be more likely to leave their feedback. And then lastly, you just always want to ensure that you are not violating any HIPAA rules when asking for a testimonial or when publishing testimonials. As best practice, just be sure to ask your patients for their consent in sharing their testimonial. To give you an idea of how easy this process can be, here's how our Repugen platform uses an automated survey to collect feedback from patients and use the in-depth feedback as testimonials. As you can see on the screen, there is a snapshot of our satisfaction survey email that goes out to patients right after their visit. With the survey, we ask patients a simple question: how likely is it that you would recommend us to a friend or family member? We use the 0 through 10 scale and send this out via text first, and then via email as a follow-up if they don't answer to the text or don't have a phone number. Once they select their score, they'll be asked to write out additional feedback in a comment box with an option to give the practice permission to share their feedback as testimonials. Healthcare businesses can then showcase that positive patient feedback that they received from the survey as testimonials on their own custom testimonial page as seen on the screen. Here, you can see an example of what it would look like from a client of ours that is utilizing the testimonial page feature. This page serves as a centralized hub to showcase all of the positive patient feedback that they've received. It's kind of like having a dedicated space that highlights the voices of their satisfied patients. The idea with this is that as prospective patients research a healthcare practice, they can stumble on this testimonial webpage that will showcase all of the positive things that previous patients have had to say, all in one easy to find place. Additionally, the healthcare businesses can add the testimonials that they collect to their own website as stories, such as the way that we covered earlier with Cleveland Clinic and Johns Hopkins earlier in today's webinar. Now that you know why testimonials are important and how to get patient testimonials, here are our tips on how to use them effectively for your business's efforts. First, you want to put your testimonials on your website's homepage. The first impression many new patients have on your healthcare business is your homepage. So showcasing your testimonials right then and there will show visitors what a great job you do. Additionally, you want to share your testimonials on your social media platforms. Social media is a great place to present some social proof, as the majority of people are frequently on their phones checking different social media sites, and just posting your testimonials there will ensure you have another way for a prospective patient to check you out. Additionally, you want to try using them through a blog post. Basically, blog posts are a great way to expand on your patient testimonial story. They're your chance to add detail beyond a simple great doctor, highly recommend, and things like that. Additionally, you want to try using them in newsletters or email campaigns. So whenever you send out a newsletter to a patient of yours, or if you're running any marketing campaigns, showcasing any patient testimonials will go that extra step in showcasing your positive or your quality patient care with any prospective patients. And lastly, you want to try creating a dedicated testimonials page. Patient testimonials can be utilized in various strategic ways to enhance your practice's online reputation and attract more patients. It can be integrated into your website, displayed on those social media platforms like I mentioned, included in those email marketing campaigns, and even featured in print materials such as brochures or flyers. But by creating a dedicated page to showcase all of your happy patients' testimonials will allow prospective patients to just easily see all of the glowing testimonials when they are searching for a new doctor online. But we also understand that incorporating testimonials into those different channels that we mentioned can sometimes be quite challenging. So That's why we have developed a very handy tool called the testimonial widget, as you can see on screen, which is designed to make it incredibly easy for you to showcase positive testimonials on any web page on your website. Basically, this testimonial widget is a versatile and user-friendly solution that acquires all of your positive testimonials from various review sites or from any patient feedback that you received and displays them in an attractive carousel format right on your website. This dynamic carousel ensures that potential patients see a rotating selection of positive feedback, reinforcing your practice's credibility and trustworthiness. So by embedding our testimonial widget on your webpage, you can create engaging and interactive experiences for visitors. They'll be impressed by the genuine testimonials from real patients, increasing their confidence in your practice, and ultimately converting them into new patients. And so, by the way, since we just talked about the Repugen's testimonial widget, I wanted to let you know real quick about a valuable promotion that is going on and that you honestly just don't want to miss. If you commit to sign up with Repugen's core plan before the end of the month on June 30th, you will be given 2 valuable bonus features, the testimonial widget and patient referral solutions. These features typically start at $40 per provider per month, so be sure to act now in order to start showing off your positive online reviews with the testimonial widget and getting more patient referrals. On top of that, we're offering a 200% 90-day money-back guarantee. That means if your online reviews aren't improved within 90 days, you'll be entitled to a refund of double the amount you paid. This promotion represents our commitment to empowering you with Repugen's capabilities and helping you achieve remarkable growth through the power of testimonials. So if you're interested, contact our sales team today by visiting our website to learn more and discover how Repugen can elevate your online reputation. And now that is everything that I wanted to cover today. As a quick summary, you should always ask for patients or ask patients for their testimonials so that you can showcase them. They're a vital tool for building trust, credibility, social proof across all of your different channels. To get as much accurate feedback as possible, healthcare businesses should ask patients to write them honest and specific testimonials. By encouraging patients to provide you with those testimonials, you can better understand your audience's point of view, prove your value to prospects, and build the best possible experience for all of your patients. And finally, just to tell you a little bit more about what else Repugen does other than just testimonials and referrals. Repugen is an all-inclusive reputation management platform that will streamline the testimonial process that we just went over today, but also help you in improving your online reviews, engaging with your patient, improving overall patient satisfaction, and just leveraging your reputation with marketing solutions and a lot more. So if you want to take advantage of this promotion that I mentioned earlier again, you can email us at info@repugen.com. Or if you just want to learn more about Repugen in general or online reputation in general, feel free to visit our website at www.repugen.com. But now that everything has been covered, I'll open it up to some Q&A. All right, so we received one question so far. It says, this person stated, I'm still unsure of what the difference is between reviews and testimonials. Can you explain that again? And so definitely. Overall, reviews and testimonials are very similar as they both provide patients' thoughts on their experience with you. However, the difference is that reviews are typically a short description or snapshot of your patient's feedback, both positive and negative, that is seen on other review site platforms such as Google, Healthgrades, Facebook, Yelp, the list goes on and on. On the other hand, a testimonial is always positive, is provided directly to your business, and typically goes into much more detail about how they enjoyed their experience, and is usually shown on, say, your website. All right, so another question came in. They said, so is it better to get testimonials rather than online reviews? And that's a great question. I would not put one over the other as both have their uses. Basically, reviews are great as 81% of patients across the United States state that they check online reviews before choosing a healthcare provider. Likewise, testimonials are just as effective as 77% of people say testimonial videos have helped convince them to choose a product or service. So overall, I suggest acquiring both reviews and testimonials, as that will be the most effective way to showcase your patient satisfaction with your practice on multiple different avenues out there. All right, another question. This person asked, do all of my testimonials need to be video testimonials for it to be effective? And that's another great question. Overall, 72% of consumers say positive testimonials increase their trust in a business. So whether it's a video or a written testimonial, you can use either to your advantage in acquiring more patients. All right, another question came in. This person asked, is it okay for me to ask a patient for a testimonial, even if they've already left an online review? And my answer to that is yes, definitely. Asking your happy patients for a testimonial, even if they've already left an online review, is honestly a great strategy, as happy patients are more willing to help you out if you just ask them. Additionally, as long as you get your patient's permission, you can utilize your positive online reviews as your own testimonials. Like I covered in Repugen's testimonial feature, you can ask your patients for permission when they give feedback about their experience, and then post that as feedback on your website through the widget, or have it appear on a specific testimonial page. All right, another question. I know you mentioned video testimonials are important, but how long should they be? Don't people stop watching videos after a few seconds? And that's a very great question. You are definitely correct that in general, people tend to stop watching videos after a few seconds if it doesn't seem interesting to them. However, for healthcare, most people tend to pay attention a little more to videos since these services pertain to their own health. So while you still don't want a video to last, say, several minutes, having a video that is less than a minute or two would be enough to get that testimonial story across and still be quick enough to keep the prospective patient's attention. And that's all the questions for today. So thank you all again for attending today's webinar. Again, if you do have any questions or are just interested in learning more, feel free to email us at info@repugen.com or check out our website at www.repugen.com. Thank you all again and have a great rest of your day.